Hello, and welcome to my Pick 3 at a Glance family and first time viewers. Today is December 20th, but we're predicting the numbers for December the 21st and strategy. Here at Pick 3 at a Glance, we're the home and no tic-tac-toe, no date subs, no grids, no flips, no multiple 100 rundowns that you do to try to hit the number in the next day. What it is, we take 22 numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on 22 numbers, and you have all 1,000 numbers at a glance. That's why we call it Pick 3 at a Glance. They use the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, and the grids, and the flips, and the multiple 100 rundowns that they use to try to hit the numbers the next day. It's not set up like that for you. It's not set up for you to win in the lottery and the Pick 3, but it's set up for you to lose. For the simple fact, if you took the 1,000 numbers and you played a different number every day, 365 days out of the year, you got 635 numbers you're not going to even touch. And that's why with the Pick 3 at a Glance, we look and track all 1,000 numbers at a glance. That way you'll always know why you playing your numbers. And off those 22 columns, when you miss a number, you'll know how you missed the number, all at a glance. So today is the strategy and prediction for December the 21st. And with Pick 3 at a Glance, like I say, if you don't know why you're playing your numbers, don't play it. And with Pick 3 at a Glance, you're going to always know why you're playing your numbers, because you'll be able to track down all 1,000 numbers and strategize how to play and hit your numbers. Okay? Here is my daily carry numbers. I carry these three numbers every day. It's 160, it's 076, and it's 574. And the reason I'm carrying them, because of Missouri evening, we stay specific for Missouri evening, but this works anywhere around the country where they use 1,000 numbers, midday or evening. We can track all 1,000 numbers, okay, with Pick 3 at a Glance. And the reason I'm playing these numbers, because on Missouri evening, I realized that these numbers hadn't failed for 15 years. I have data that goes back 15 years. And I tracked it back. And the reason I tracked it back, I found that this 160, this 076, and this 574 in 2021 didn't play any of the six-way combinations that they can come. So quite naturally, I picked them up to make them my everyday carry. Every one of these numbers that are circled in red are numbers that have came in by tracking them and hitting. Okay? We've hit those numbers. All right? The numbers that are not circled are the numbers left for the rest of the year to play. These work by the law of average. With Pick 3 at a Glance, we mark off the numbers, and what numbers are left, we build a bucket list, and we know what numbers we want to play. We don't have to guess a number, because we're looking at all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations, all at a glance off 22 columns. All right? So here's the numbers that are left for the rest of the years to play. Same here with the doubles. Same numbers left to play. Everything in red except for this 148 and the 678 has only came out once. The 678 came out twice, and the 148 has came out twice. Okay? But everything else has came out once. There's a possibility of them repeating. But what we're looking for is really for the numbers that haven't played. All right? So everything that hasn't played is on the top of the list to play first before we try to play any of the other ones in red. And so when we hit, like my 160, 076 come back in, now I'm playing these like this to repeat because they haven't came straight. When I hit, I go to this bucket list down here, and I will pick one of these numbers to play. About 4 or 5 of them. If you just follow me, just do about 4 or 5 of them, 50 bucks, till you can get a feel of what numbers, the numbers to play. And when you hit, all you got to do is go right back to this list and play those numbers. You'll be doing the same thing. Whatever state you're in, When you check off all those numbers, you'll see what numbers left, and you always know what numbers to play. Here, like I said, on the doubles and on the triples. We just hit the triple threes and the triple eights recently. All right? The 223. Everything we have circled has hit. And before we end this, I'm going to show you all what we've done for the month so far. All right? Now, these here numbers are mirrored numbers, which are opposite of each other. You'll see that on my tutorial on the Pick 3 at a Glance. Go to any one of the tutorials, and I will explain mirrors and opposite numbers. 4, 5, 6, 9, 0, 1. Okay? And if you can't find the tutorial, just comment, and I'll send you the link to one of my tutorials. Okay? Here's a mirror. 2, 3, 3, 7, 8, 8. They're opposite of each other. 2, 2, 5, 7, 7, 0. They're opposite of each other. As I count down through the years and off those 22 columns, what I look for is numbers and their opposites that haven't failed. And you only got 6 of them left for the rest of the year. All right? You only have 6. So if I was a beginner player, or I would suggest for a beginner player, play these 6 numbers right here starting off. When they hit, then go back up here and pick numbers to play. Simple and easy. These are the actual numbers that haven't played. You don't have to use a flip, a tic-tac-toe, a date sum, or none of that to figure out what numbers to play. Okay? All these are numbers that are left. And there's not many of them for the end of 2022. Same here for your front pairs, your back pairs. No guesswork. You know that these front pairs, except for the ones in red that we've hit already, have not came in. You don't have to guess what front pair or back pair or pair of a number you're going to play. It's right here for you. All right? Same way with numbers here. With these pairs, the reason why they're powerful, because if a front pair and a back pair you know ain't failed this time of the year, and you would know that the 2, 2, 4 ain't failed, your number to play with on doubles, if you like play doubles, would be 2, 2, 4. Like I got here. Same way with this 2, 8, 8. If you realize that, well, 8, 8 just failed because we just hit the triple eights. So we could hit the number and the back pair on those triple eights when we hit. But we wouldn't have been able to know that if we wasn't tracking the fronts and the back pairs. And see here, with this 2, and you still could play the 2, 8, 8 because the 8 back pairs only came out once. And on average, any of these numbers that you see, the front or the back, throughout the year will strike 3 times out of the year. On average. So you know what you're dealing with. Like this 3, 7 here, that ain't came out on the front, it could come 3, 7, 0, 3, 7, 1, 3, 7, 2. 3, 7, 3, 7, 1. That's 3 times out of the year that it will strike. Any of these average on the average will strike 3 times out of the whole year. All right, but I'm going to do some more training on that. But I just want to make you aware that these are the front pairs that haven't hit. These are the back pairs that haven't hit. All right? And these here, or these numbers here, I lined them up because by my tracking, I know at this time of the year, if you got 3 numbers that's paired off that haven't hit, one number is going to come off those 3. Like here. When I'm talking about pair, 9-0 is the pair. On this one, 0-1 is a pair. On this one, 6-8 is a pair. On this one here, 1-5 is a pair. On this one here, 5-9 is a pair. And we've hit already. We hit the 9-0 this month, 9-30. The end of November, I hit the 0-1-6. And then here, 5-7-1 hit, and then just the other day, the 9-1 just 9-5 just hit, just by track. And then here, these paired up to 8-8-8 pairs that hadn't failed for the year. the triple A's came off of. And we still got, 3 numbers left. So one of these numbers could still come. And it could be the 788. It could be, because here's the 233 and the 788 that mirror each other, opposite each other, that haven't failed. This is how you strategize when you're playing pick 3. Pick 3 is the only game you can do this on. Pick 3 is the only one with my strategy. At a glance, you can track all 1,000 numbers. Pick 3 is the only one that you can see at a glance what front number ain't failed. Pick 3 is the only one that you can track the back numbers. Pick 3 is the only one you can track the single pair every day. Pick 3 is the only one you can track the single number every day that hasn't failed. You can't do that on pick 4. It's 10,000 numbers. There's no system out there that's going to allow you to do that. Pick 3 has the best odds of all the lottery numbers. That's why I specialize in pick 3 for Missouri, state specific. But this system works for all states, and I can explain this system in 30 minutes to anybody so they become better pick 3 players. I don't invest in pick 4. I don't do scratches. I do when the games get big, like the Mega Million and the Powerball, I'll buy a couple of tickets because I know it's almost impossible to hit that. But I do put my name in the bucket just in case I got a real lucky day. But this here is trackable, teachable, and doable. And just like I'm doing this here on my channel, that's what you're going to get. I'm going to teach you how to be a better player and a better winner and not guess no numbers, pulling numbers out there. I've been there, done that, pulling numbers out the sky, losing every day, chasing numbers every day, thinking I was going to come up with how to hit every day on them numbers. It ain't made like that. Like I say, you got 1,000 numbers. And if you played a different number for the 365 days out of year, you still going to have 635 you ain't going to touch, you ain't going to tic-tac-toe, you ain't going to date something on, you ain't going to headstand on, or none of that. The only way to beat pick 3 is to track all 1,000 numbers and track their front pair and track their back pair and track their single pair and track their single numbers. Actual numbers, not guess numbers you pulling out the air and hoping and praying that they come in. It ain't going to happen. Okay? And that's what I'm here for, to teach you this system of pick 3 at a glance so that you can sleep better at night. I've been there. And it's a blessing that I was able to come up with this system and this strategy to share with share with the rest of the world, anywhere in the world. I get calls from Japan, Mexico, New York, almost everywhere in the States. Everywhere people is trying to figure out, want me to teach them how to play pick 3 at a glance. Because it's the only one that's feasible to track and win. And it's teachable, trackable, and doable. It's the only one. So, if I was playing, if you're going to play, you can play my numbers here that I'm carrying every day. And then definitely these here. These are mirrors that haven't came yet. This one here, this 6-8. See how everything that fell off the ones I didn't line up in each column? I'd play these 6-8 if I'm playing 50-cent box. And then when play them till when they come in, then you can pick up some front pairs and back pairs. If you some people play just front pairs and back pairs, but they ain't got to guess a front pair and back pair to play because these are the ones that left to play. But that's basically it. What I would be looking at for right now. Not splurging a lot of money. I've won pretty good this month, the month before, pretty good. But I stick to a budget. Stick to a budget so you can keep your head clear. And I don't want you playing because you have to, but playing because you have to because you ain't paid the light bill, gas bill, phone bill, house note, trying to catch these numbers every other day. It don't work like that. Track the actual 1,000 numbers. You can strategize. You can budget because you're going to know how these numbers are falling. You're going to know everything there is to know about these numbers all at a glance. With pick 3 at a glance, you're going to know. So here's what we've hit already this month. I'm gonna show you. Let me line it up. Try to be the cameraman and the director and all this. But we hit the 6-8. We hit the 517. We hit the 701. We hit the 930. We hit the 570 just this month in Missouri evening draw from tracking. We hit the 888s. We hit the 159. Let's see. All this month from actually tracking the actual numbers. And it's not just this month that we hitting like that. Nobody can say that they hitting in Missouri evening draw like I'm doing. Nobody that's calling these numbers. And not only that, you know why they can't do it? Because I know why I'm playing my numbers. I'm not guessing any of these numbers because they're the actual 1,000 numbers. They can't call them. They can't beat me. I go against anybody. Just like I used to play marbles. I got so good with it, wouldn't nobody play with me no more when I was a kid. But anyway, y'all, I'm serious about Pick 3 because I can teach this and help all of us be better players and help all of us make that money, y'all. Play them till they come. Play them till they come, make that money, y'all. That's more money Church saying. But I'm not trying to be braggadocious. But you're gonna always get pushed back on anything you do. Now Henry Ford got all kind of pushback on the automobile because everybody was happy with their horses. And if he had to stop, we'd probably still be riding horses instead of driving automobiles. Okay, and I don't mean to stop. I'm gonna keep pushing this Pick 3 at a glance into as worldwide or whatever wide because I think it's something special. Okay, so if you got any questions or anything, you can comment, email me. If you want to contact me, I got my phone number up there. If that phone number's, I'm having complications with that phone number, really. But email me, and I'll email you my VIP phone number. I got my VIP phone number. But like I say, we have to look at this thing real and stop chasing these numbers, imaginary numbers, and know why we playing our numbers. And it's easy to do. Got 22 simple columns. You do the 1-1 rundown on those columns, which is easy to teach you how to do. And you can track all 1,000 numbers at a glance just by marking them off after those 22 columns and see how the numbers actually roll and hit. Just like I told you, out of the 2-2 number, that you can only get about 3 hits off that number in a year, or on average any of these numbers, because you're only getting a third of the numbers out of a year. How you gonna get any more than that? But everybody trying to hit these 1,000 numbers the next day. You have to track down your numbers, know why you're playing your numbers, and play those numbers till they come. So I guess I'm gonna get off this soapbox, family. Everybody have a Merry Christmas holiday and a Wonderful Life, one of my favorite movies. But play them till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.